birthday catalyst, back at it again with another banger. So this one is gonna be about being a leader. Let's get right into it, man. So to be a leader, you need to be somebody that people can look up to. Now let's dive into that. You don't want to be somebody that people are looking up to just to feed your ego, just to feed your pride. That's not a real leader. That's not what leaders are leaders for. They're not leaders for just a name, just to call themselves the president. They're leaders for what they bring to the table, for who they are, how they carry themselves, their morals, and if they actually have respect for themselves. That's what makes you a leader. So you have to virtually live a life that people can walk into, for say, if they were you, but virtually still themselves and become better. So you are putting out things to the universe that they can pick up on, that they can put into their own regimen, that they can put into their own mental mentality, their tool set in their mind to become better, to make themselves better. You have habits that you do daily that they want to implement into their life to better themselves, to make them a more higher vibrational being. Because to be a leader, you have to be a high vibrational being. This is a fact. That's why half the leaders in our world are not really leaders. They are low vibrational beings. And they cannot ever be a leader, because you cannot be a leader if your vibration is low. That's the whole reason you are a leader, because you are the leader. You are the one that they look up to. You are the one that is supposed to stay put in your morals and values and what you stick to. That's the reason that you are a leader. So as a man, a big thing that is going to hold you accountable is NoFap and semen retention. I talk about this on my channel. My boy TC Talks, who I do a lot of collaboration with on my channel, we talk about this too. But as a man, if you cannot keep the respect level to yourself, saying that I won't touch myself, I won't watch porn, I won't do any of these lower vibrational evil things in darkness, if you can't hold that covenant with yourself, how could you hold the covenant with a group of 1 million people to virtually look over them? It's the same thing. So everything starts as a leader with you. You can't lead if you can't lead yourself. If you can't lead yourself out of the dirt that you're in, out of the rut that you're in, how could you lead people? How could you help people to become their best version if you have not got yourself to any point of becoming your best version? So being a leader is truly sharpening yourself daily. That is what makes a leader. Somebody that wants to virtually be the best, but not to feed their ego or pride, to virtually lead people to better themselves, to live a better life. That is what a leader is supposed to do. Always be somebody that they can look up to, that is not gonna fall whenever they have fallen. That's what a leader is supposed to do. Now, is a leader perfect? No, a leader is not perfect. That's why a leader needs a council around them. A leader does not just need one person or a couple people. There needs to be a group of people, a council to help them, because no one perspective is the only perspective. So a leader needs a great counsel around them too, to only sharpen them whenever they might be not leading up to their standards. Somebody that's around them that can keep them up to where they need to be. That's a true leader, and that's what a leader does. He surrounds himself, or she, with like-minded individuals that are on the same path, that are on the same mindset as them. That is a true leader. A leader does not switch up in the morals and values. A leader has respect for himself, herself, and others. A leader is somebody in this world that people are just going to look up to be their best versions. So that's why I would say that it's so rare that people are really leaders nowadays, because so many people are not who people can look up to. And if they are, it's for pride, it's for ego. It's not to actually better yourself or to actually better that person. It's just to feed their pride and feed their ego. So to be a great leader, you virtually need to always sharpen yourself, always work on yourself, try to become your best version. It's not going to be perfect, but you always need to put in the work to try and become your best version. That's what a real leader does. A real leader doesn't want to become second. A real leader always wants to be first, because a real leader knows I need to lead. And if I'm not virtually in the best shape, mentally, physically, spiritually, then how am I going to lead other people to be there? A leader is somebody that doesn't lead with contradiction. A leader leads with results and actions. That's a real leader. So this was just a quick one, because a lot of people want to be leaders, but they don't have what it takes. They can't even respect themselves. They can't even keep a covenant with themselves. So how could you keep a covenant with 1 million people, with other people that you're supposed to lead, that want to be led? Stay true, y'all. Stay true.